Our next story is about American visas. The US is changing the rules again, and this could impact thousands of Indian families. The US is ending automatic extensions of work permits. That means if your work authorization needs to be renewed, it won't happen automatically. You may struggle to keep your job. This new rule will impact 3 categories of visa holders. 1. Spouses of H-1B visa holders. 2. Workers on L-1 visas. And 3. Dependent visas. Until today, there was a grace period of up to 540 days. This allowed people to keep working while their paperwork was being processed. But now that safety net is gone, and for many Indian households in the US, this rule change could mean a sudden loss of income. Here's a report.
A major deadline has just passed in the United States. As of today, October 30th, the US government has officially ended automatic extensions of work permits. And this change could hit Indian immigrants the hardest. If you or your spouse work in the US on a visa, this story affects you directly. Let's start with what changed. If you're a foreign worker in the US, you need an EAD, Employment Authorization Document, to legally work. It's like your work license, and it has an expiry date. Until now, if your permit was about to expire, you could still keep working, because the system gave you an automatic 540-day extension, while your renewal was processed. That protection is gone. Now, if your work permit runs out, you can't work, even if your renewal is still pending. That means delays in paperwork could cost people their jobs, not because they did anything wrong, but because the system is too slow. And here's why it matters for Indian families. Many Indian professionals in the US are on H-1B visas. Their spouses often rely on EADs to work. Now that second income is at risk. This change affects spouses of H-1B and L-1 visa holders, those on E-visas, refugees, and asylum seekers too. If you are in this group, you could be forced to stop working. For thousands of families, that means a sudden hit to household income. Mortgage payments, school fees, basic expenses, all could be affected. And for many, it's happening without any warning. So why did the US make this change? The government says it's about national security. The Immigration Office, USCIS, wants more time to vet each application before letting someone continue working. They're calling this a common-sense rule, and they've advised people to file renewals 180 days early. But that's not always realistic, because the system is already backlogged, and many applications take months to clear. This change comes on top of other roadblocks. Just weeks ago, the US raised the H-1B visa fee to $100,000. This is for companies crossing a certain salary threshold. In Florida, the local government is pushing public universities to stop hiring H-1B holders in favor of American graduates. Across the board, the message is clear. The US is tightening the rules. So what now? If you're an immigrant worker or married to one, check your visa and EAD status today. This rule comes into effect on Friday. If your work permit has expired, check if you need a renewal. And apply quickly. There's no buffer anymore. No automatic extension. Only paperwork and a waiting game. For Indian families in the US, this change is a big setback. The loss of a second income can change an entire household's future. And for many, it's happening through no fault of their own. In a system that's already complex, today's deadline just made it harder. The visa hasn't changed, but the rules to survive on it have.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.